The northern lights danced across the vast Alaskan sky as Alex made his way home from his shift at the research station. At 28, he worked as a climate scientist in the remote village of Aurora Point, population 156. The aurora's ethereal glow transformed the snow-covered path through the ancient forest into something magical. That night felt different. The usual whisper of wind through ice-laden branches had fallen silent, and even his research equipment was displaying unusual readings, energy signatures he'd never seen before. The temperature dropped suddenly, creating ice crystals that hung suspended in the air like microscopic prisms, each one catching and refracting the auroral light in impossible ways. Then the lights above began moving strangely. The aurora coalesced into a tight spiral that descended toward the clearing ahead. The air itself seemed to crystallize, each snowflake freezing mid-fall, each ice crystal suspended as if time itself had paused. His scientific mind raced to explain what he was seeing, but all rational thought stopped when she appeared. She was unlike anything his scientific training could explain. Tall and ethereal, with platinum hair that floated as if gravity was optional, catching and refracting the aurora's light in ways that defied physics. Her eyes were the deepest blue he'd ever encountered, like looking into quantum singularities that somehow contained entire galaxies. Her clothing seemed woven from dark matter itself, flowing, ethereal garments that rippled with waves of light and energy. "Please," she said, her voice carrying harmonics that made his research equipment go haywire. "Don't be afraid." Though her lips moved in strange patterns, the words formed directly in his mind, accompanied by impressions of advanced mathematical equations he somehow understood. "I'm not afraid," Alex replied, surprising himself with his calm. "I'm fascinated. You're clearly utilizing some form of quantum tunneling for interdimensional travel, aren't you?" A smile transformed her already stunning features. "My name is Vega. I come from what you would call M31, the Andromeda Galaxy." She moved closer, each step leaving crystalline patterns that seemed to encode complex physical formulas in the snow. "I've been watching you, Alexander Chen. Your research into atmospheric anomalies. You've been detecting traces of our observation portals without even realizing it. That explains the strange energy signatures I've been recording," he said, pulling out his tablet to show her the data. Their fingers brushed as she took it, sending sparks of energy between them that made the screen flicker and display impossible equations. "Your species fascinates me," she said, studying both him and his data. "Particularly you. Most humans see only what they expect to see. But you look deeper. You question. You dream of possibilities beyond your current understanding." Their eyes met, and in that moment, Alex felt his consciousness expand. Through her gaze, he could suddenly perceive quantum fields, dark energy flows, and the intricate dance of multidimensional physics. The experience was intoxicating. "I could show you more," Vega whispered, her breath creating patterns of crystallized possibility in the air between them. "Though I should warn you, sharing advanced cosmic knowledge with developing species is strictly forbidden." "Maybe some rules need to be broken," Alex replied, taking a step closer. "For the advancement of science, of course." Vega laughed, the sound creating ripples in the quantum field around them. "Of course," she echoed playfully. "Purely for research purposes." She reached out, her fingers brushing his temple. Instantly, his mind exploded with knowledge, understanding of dark energy manipulation, quantum entanglement at a cosmic scale, the mathematics of interdimensional travel. But more than that, he felt her presence, her essence, her being. The connection was both intellectual and intensely intimate. "I want to show you something," she said, waving her hand through the air. Reality seemed to fold around them, the clearing transforming into what appeared to be a pocket dimension. The ground beneath their feet became transparent crystal, revealing the quantum foam of spacetime itself. The air filled with floating equations and molecular structures that responded to their movements. "This is how I see your world," Vega explained, her form beginning to shift between states. Every particle, every wave function, every possibility. She let her human disguise fade slightly, revealing her true form, a being of pure energy and consciousness that existed in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Alex should have been terrified. His scientific mind should have been overwhelmed. Instead, he felt an intense attraction, not just to her physical beauty, but to her entire being, her intelligence, her curiosity, her willingness to break boundaries for the sake of discovery. Their first kiss was like touching a supernova. Energy cascaded through his nervous system, lighting up neural pathways he never knew existed. He could feel his DNA responding, restructuring itself to handle the quantum information now flooding his consciousness. "This is dangerous," Vega whispered against his lips. "The exchange of energy between us. It's changing you at a fundamental level. You'll never be fully human again." "I don't care," Alex responded, pulling her closer. "Some discoveries are worth any price." Their union transcended physical boundaries. As they came together, the pocket dimension responded to their shared energy, creating cascading waves of light and dark matter that rippled through multiple realities. Alex experienced consciousness on levels he never imagined possible. Each touch sparked new understanding of cosmic principles. Each kiss opened doorways to scientific knowledge forbidden to humanity. Vega's true form began to bleed through more strongly, her skin shimmering with constellations, her hair becoming streams of plasma energy. Alex's own body was changing, his skin beginning to glow with patterns that matched the quantum formulas floating around them. Their energies merged in ways that defied the laws of both physics and biology. "You're the first," she whispered between kisses that left trails of starlight in the air. "The first human to ever experience quantum synthesis. Your mind, your body, they're adapting to process cosmic energy directly." Alex could feel the truth of her words. His consciousness had expanded exponentially. He could see the strings of reality itself, understand the mathematics that held the universe together. Every cell in his body hummed with new energy, reorganizing itself into patterns that echoed the sacred geometry of space-time. But their passion was interrupted by a sudden shift in the quantum field. The air crackled with new energy as three beings materialized, their forms barely contained within three-dimensional space. The Cosmic Council had arrived. Observer Vega. One spoke directly into their minds. "You have violated our most sacred protocols. The human has been quantum-touched." Another observed, its form fluctuating with alarm. "The contamination is spreading through his cellular structure." Vega moved protectively in front of Alex, her form now fully transformed into her cosmic state. "Look at him," she challenged. "His consciousness has expanded beyond anything we thought possible for his species. He understands principles it took our civilization millennia to discover. This isn't contamination, it's evolution." The third being moved closer, studying Alex with senses that existed beyond normal spacetime. "Fascinating. The quantum bonding appears stable. His neural pathways are adapting to process cosmic information in ways we never predicted possible. The Council cannot ignore such a fundamental breach of protocol." The first being stated, its form shifting through multiple quantum states. "However, we cannot ignore the implications of this discovery either. Look at their energy signatures," the third being observed. "Complete quantum entanglement at a consciousness level. He's already accessing knowledge from our entire collective database through their bond." Alex stepped forward, his body now glowing with cosmic energy. "I understand why you have these protocols," he said, his mind processing advanced concepts that would have been incomprehensible hours ago. "But sometimes evolution requires breaking old patterns. Look at what Vega and I have achieved, a perfect synthesis of human adaptability and cosmic knowledge. We offer you a choice," the second being addressed them both. "Either submit to immediate separation and memory extraction, or become our first official human cosmic research partnership." "What exactly does that mean?" Alex asked, though his enhanced consciousness was already calculating the possibilities. "You would work with us?" the third being explained. "Exploring this unprecedented evolutionary leap, your bond would be preserved and studied. You'd help prepare humanity for eventual contact with cosmic civilization. There are others like you," Vega added softly. Humans whose minds reach for the stars. We could guide them, help them evolve as you have. Alex looked at his transformed self, at the woman who had shown him the true nature of reality, at the cosmic beings offering him a future beyond imagination. His scientist's mind raced with the possibilities, not just for himself, but for all of humanity. Why limit ourselves to one path? He suggested, feeling Vega's energy pulse with approval. Let us be both researchers and subjects, teachers and students. We could establish an observation post here, use my research station as a cover, prepare humanity gradually while continuing our own evolution. The council members conferred in frequencies that existed beyond normal spacetime. Finally, new protocols began writing themselves into the fabric of reality, equations of possibility that allowed for controlled evolution, guided transcendence. As the new parameters settled into place, Alex and Vega's combined energy signature became something entirely new, neither human nor cosmic, but a bridge between worlds. Their love had literally rewritten the laws of physics, creating new possibilities that would echo across galaxies. The dawn was breaking over Alaska. The aurora painting the sky in colors Alex could now see were messages from distant stars. He and Vega stood at the threshold of something greater than either of their civilizations had imagined possible. Ready to revolutionize the universe? She asked, her cosmic form shimmering with excitement. Alex pulled her close, their energies merging in ways that made reality itself shiver with possibility. With you, always.